Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. 3 articles for this video. I will show you the reason, the main reason why this war in Ukraine continues. And that is, some people want to make profit. And by taking over Russia, they will make more profits. In the meantime, they make profits by providing Ukraine with aid. All right, so Germany and the United Kingdom will send hundreds of thousands of shells to Ukraine, while the United States of America and Germany agreed to send Ukraine 5 Patriot systems as soon as possible. Got that? But the Russians and the Ukrainians will meet between the 23rd and 24th of July in Istanbul to negotiate. They negotiate nothing. I guarantee you that. So let's start with the first article. Ukrainska Pravda. This is from Monday, 21st of July, 2025. Remember, the reason for this war in Ukraine is because the Russians did not agree to being the vassal state of the globalists. That's the bottom line. Got it? All right. In order to achieve that, the globalists activated their jackal states, the big states, important states, in order to achieve its goal, destroy Russia and take over. That's the bottom line. And how do you do that? Provide the guys who die for you with weapons, so they can destroy those guys, so you can come over and take over their vast natural resources. Human resources and natural resources, as you know, oil, gas, coal, wood, and so on. So that's what's going on right here. Germany and the United Kingdom to provide Ukraine with 220,000 Gepard shells and to finance drones. All right. Okay, so we have these 2 jackals right here. No problem. So what's going on here? If I'm fighting, I'm going to say this each and every time. If I'm fighting this guy, and this guy, I'm beating this guy, and he's running out of ammunition to kill my family or whomever fights with me, my tribe, my nation, and these guys are losing, and there's 2 other tribes over there or families providing these guys means to kill my family, I will go to those guys' house and barge in and fuck them up. That's, I think, natural reaction. So Germany and the United Kingdom at this point are without any doubt, any doubt, the enemies of Russia. They are involved in providing my enemy with means to kill my people. What am I supposed to do? Am I at war with you? If you say no, why do you help the other guys? Help, promote, push that. What do you arm them? What do you arm them for? For the right thing? Please. So, this is how I consider this move right here. What should the Russians do? Well, stop sitting on your arsenal. Next. Ukrainska Pravda. Germany and the United States agreed to send 5 Patriot systems to Ukraine as soon as possible. Now, the first question is this. Do they send them because they were blown up? Do they send them because it's extra? Because they're the ones that were never touched by the Russians? Do such a great job, therefore, if we send more, we save civilians' lives and children that the Russians are targeting? Yes, that's exactly what Trump said. But Trump doesn't do the same thing in Gaza. He doesn't send the Palestinians any Patriot systems, or the Germans. Why? Who's on the other side of the fence? It's not the Russians, it's the boss. So shut the fuck up. How about that one? So now you understand, right? So either these guys don't have any more Patriots. I mean, there's 3 options, obviously, at least. They don't have the Patriots anymore. They have them, but they do a very good job. And both. Some of them were taken out, and we need some more because they do such a good job. All right. So who's the enemy here? Who should the Russians consider? I mean, put the cards on the table. Don't tell me, I hate when I see Peskov coming with his mustache. Yes, definitely this will be considered an escalation. That's not how you talk, motherfuckers. We're gonna fuck you up. Exactly how. You got a deadline, 30 minutes, do this, 2 hours, we're gonna do this. Bye, see you in 30 minutes. If I don't hear from you, in 2 hours, we're gonna fuck you up. And I do that. I guarantee you those guys will be like, what the fuck happened to Peskov? Instead of, yes, I got a dildo in my ass right now and, pula mea. Okay, let's go to the last article here. I'm so irri-fucking-tated right now. You can say, where aren't you? When aren't you, Emil? And that's a valid question. All right, Ukrainska Pravda. Negotiations between Ukraine and Russia in Istanbul may take place in 23 to 24 of July 2025. And here we have a new round of negotiations. Do you think that the first and the second of this year were negotiations between Ukraine and Russia may take place in Istanbul this week? What do you think they're going to talk about? What do you think they're going to talk about? I tell you exactly what they're going to talk about. I give you this many prisoners, you give me this many prisoners, I give you this many cadavers, you give me this many cadavers. Not cadavers, you give me cadavers. I give you cadavers and you give me cadavers, okay? And that's it. That's gonna be it. I'm probably gonna say, give me some children, I'm not gonna give you any children, and that will be it. These negotiations, they could have done this without all this, we're gonna go to Istanbul to negotiate. Why they can't negotiate? Because the Ukrainians are not in charge. Not the Ukrainians need to be in Istanbul. The Americans need to be in Istanbul. But the Americans are not allowed to be in Istanbul because the guys in charge of the Americans don't allow them to be in Istanbul. Why? Business is going very well and we wait for Russia to collapse. Isn't that the goal? I mean, why wouldn't I? It's like I'm fighting someone, but I'm drinking a tequila right now. I'm doing just fine. Those guys are fighting over there for me and our values. So, I think this is clear. I mean, if this is not clear, that those three countries, UK, Great Britain, UK, Germany, and United Nations. God, I didn't drink anything today. US, UK, and Germany finally got it. The third time is the charm, right? So anyway, if those guys are not really involved, I don't know, maybe the Russians like it that way. I don't know. Maybe the Russians think that they're still doing great, which maybe, let me put it this way. Some of us are used to, in our lives, to achieve things. And that is, you plan, you start, you go through the process, and at the end, you draw the line. You have a finality, an end. You achieved it. Boom, you got a trophy, you build the house, you build the road, you end it. Some people don't work like that. Some people see it as the process. That's it. They're not here. Their achievements are within the process. I found that in my investigative job that I had before, that it was not oh my God, we did it. No, it was always the process and the policy. If you follow the policy, you're golden, regardless if the outcome is fucked up. Did you follow the policy? That was the questions in the state. Did you, Emil? Did you follow the policies? Yeah, we're good, man. They didn't care. Did you follow the policies? That's fine. That's it, man. That's what's important. So here, maybe the Russians are thinking this way. Well, the process is going well for us. We're not collapsing. We're creating on the side another military and economic organization, which is BRICS and RIC, Russia, India, China alliance. Military this time. And in Ukraine, we don't lose. And if we lose, the other guys are going to come and help us. And we just go eventually and, when you get close and you don't, it's just almost. So the same thing here. So the Russians maybe are not in a hurry to end this thing. Maybe are not in a hurry. The other guys, definitely they're not in a hurry right now. Even though the Ukrainians are dying, the Russians are advancing, these guys are going to send 220,000 shells for the Gepard. Do they still have Gepards over there? They have to send some Gepards too, and they send Patriot systems. Who's making a profit? The banks, the arms manufacturing companies, and the energy industry. Clear? These are the main profiteers. Why would they stop? We're going to send 1,000 Patriot systems. We're going to send you 5 quadrillion shells, Gepard and everything. Even if you don't have any more Gepards, we're going to send the shells. We make money on the loans that the countries take in the name of the war from the banks. That's it. And who's going to be? Paraka paka, maka tsaka maka, and our children, grandchildren, and so on. I think it works for them. This is how genius this guy was, George Orwell. How genius this guy was. Talking about the perpetual war. That was in 1948 when he wrote the 1984 dystopian novel. Genius. I mean, really. Now it's easier for us. We have all the information and it's easier. The information is there. You just click, click, click and you find whatever information you want. But imagine in 1948 what information you had after a war or whatever. I mean, books and some liars at BBC. Liars at BBC. Why? I would like you to find that recording of how BBC reported the atomic bomb, first one, dropped by the Americans on Hiroshima. I would like you to find that because I have it. And I said I will feature it here, but it seems like it's not that urgent for me to find it. But one day I will make a video with that recording. It's an MP3 20 years ago recording. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.